It's a cloudy Thursday for us with a few light showers around. This is what we're watching on Live Viper 6. And as we go into the weekend, rain chances are going up and so are the temperatures. Stay with us for all the details.
Right now, News Channel 6 at 6 with just a few days left until the new year. The Peach State is cracking down on organized retail crime. How they're doing so as your news at 6 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Archith Seshadri. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Brad and Jenny have the evening off. Coverage you can count on starts right now with Georgia cracking down on organized retail crime this year, especially as we enter the final stretch of the holiday season. Georgia's first statewide organized retail crime unit launched earlier this year back in July, and it's part of this year's state budget hoping to lower those retail theft stats. New data from the Council on Criminal Justice shows a 14% spike in retail thefts this year and higher rates in November and December due to more shopping in the stores. Georgia's Attorney General, Chris Carr, says the Peach State can count around $3 billion lost due to retail theft every year. That includes about $1.6 billion in stolen items and more than $300 million in lost tax revenue.
So throughout the year, criminals are trying to stay ahead of it. AI is now going to be an issue that we're going to have to deal with as it relates to scams. So we've got to continue to focus our resources and our time and get our expertise to make sure that we're keeping Georgians safe.
The AG says crimes of opportunity spike up over the holidays, and these type of crooks are usually linked to gang activity, trafficking, bribery, corruption, and money laundering.
We're doing more and more online. We're shopping online. We've got more personally identifiable data that we're storing online. We've got to make sure that we're going after criminals that are doing it the wrong way.
Small business owners say retail theft means more added security costs and forces them to raise prices, which ultimately hurts you, the consumer. The AG says it's not just in-person crime, but also online thefts that are on the rise.
One, because we need to protect businesses that are doing it the right way. And two, this is an issue of violence as well as a financial crime. We've seen images of employees at certain stores being knocked down by these groups. We've seen customers that are getting hurt.
Governor Brian Kemp says the task force will continue to protect Georgia businesses and punish those who try to steal by profiting from the innocent. To stay safe as a shopper, you should use credit cards instead of cash, and make sure that you don't leave any of your items in plain sight. And if you make large purchases towards the end of this year, do so towards the end of your shopping trip instead of doing it early on. Now, data from the Attorney General's office shows that nationally, more than $125 billion is lost due to organized retail theft, with 3 out of 4 retailers even reporting physical assault against a store employee. Well, several of you may have already opened up some of your gift cards from Christmas morning, but there are some things that you still need to know. The FBI in Atlanta is warning of an uptick in holiday gift card scams this year, saying this is costing Georgia companies hundreds of thousands of dollars. Investigators say scammers are placing fake barcodes on the back of a gift card so that when you go to buy that gift card, the cashier then scans the fake barcode. Then that quietly pushes that money into the scammer's account and leaves your gift card with a zero balance.
Scammers are actually going into retailers where you see the big shelving with a whole bunch of different gift cards on it. They're taking those gift cards and actually shoplifting the cards out of the store, taking them to wherever they're operating out of and scraping off the foil off the back. That gives them the code for that gift card, and it also alerts them when there's money put on that card.
Investigators say to protect yourself, make sure your gift card barcode matches the packaging barcode, and also to look out for any signs of damage on the gift card. All right, now time to take a quick look with our check of weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna, a little bit of a gloomy day, but I understand that there's some good news in sight, sort of, right?
Yeah, if you like the warmer weather, it will definitely be a treat for you this weekend as we are going to be feeling like spring. Temperatures are definitely going to be on the rise, and we'll get into that in a moment. But right now on Live Viper 6, in addition to the cloud cover, we also have some rain. Here's a closer look at Richmond and Aiken County. Notice some sprinkles here and there. That also goes all the way up towards around Saluda County. Bridge Spring, Johnston, you're seeing some rain. Further Further down towards the south, Burke County, Jefferson, and Emmanuel near Midville. Some showers coming down, but overall not much to dampen your evening commute. It is definitely damp outside, and you can see that here in Waynesboro, but no heavy rain or thunderstorms to worry about. Our almanac today at Augusta Busch Field showing we picked up on just 0.02 inches, so nothing significant. Our low this morning was pretty cold, 34 degrees, and our high today was 10 degrees below average, only made it to 50. Right now, we're seeing the 40s across the board, 46 in Thompson, 48 in Allendale. Millen, you're at 49. Same thing in Bamberg. 45 in Crawfordville and Gibson, 46 in Edgefield, 47 in Lincolnton. It is a bit cooler than it was yesterday, especially in places like Louisville, 13 degrees cooler. So the temperatures are going to be chilly over the next day, but then as we go into Saturday, that's when we'll see a warm up along with more moisture moving in. But in the meantime, those dew points are still pretty low, seeing the 30s. So that's why the rain is all very light. So winds are coming in from the northeast up to around 8 miles per hour. And you can see here on satellite and radar more scattered showers, especially along the South Carolina coastline. And then zooming out here, high pressure to the north is driving in a northeast wind, leading to that wedge effect. And then out towards the west, we have a low pressure system bringing widespread rain. And in between this warm and cold front, we actually have some tornado warnings happening now in eastern Texas. For us the rest of this evening, it's going to be cloudy and chilly. 45 degrees is pretty much where we're staying. And over the next few days, clouds are sticking around. Rain chances going up, and so are the temperatures. 70 degrees by Saturday and Sunday. Coming up, I'll have a look at your full 10-day forecast and how long those warm temperatures will last. But back to you, Archith.
All right, Jenna, thank you for those updates. The Patch Augusta's Municipal Golf Course is closing for a year-long renovation starting this weekend. The nearly 100-year-old golf course will undergo a full-scale renovation starting January the 1st. The Patch project is a joint effort between the Augusta National, the Patch, Augusta Technical College, and the First Tee of Augusta. The goal is to strengthen public golf in the community as well as foster opportunities to play the game and work in the sport.
And I like it, but I'm gonna miss it. I know it's cold out here right now, but I just hate to see it come to an end. We'll be back though.
And I think this closing the patch, closing the 18 holes is punishing not the poor golfer, but those golfers cannot afford to play at other golf courses. I understand the Nationals doing it, and I think that's great, but they should make some arrangements where individuals that cannot afford to play at them other golf courses give us the vouchers, or let us talk to them other golf courses and let us play at a cut rate, the same rate as Patch.
The last day to play at the Patch is December the 29th. It is expected to reopen in 2026. South Carolina lawmakers will once again consider legalizing sports betting. The latest version of the Sports Wagering Act was pre-filed after this was shut down back in 2023. This bill limits market size and gives operators a maximum of 8 licenses. It also calls for a 12.5% tax on sports betting revenue. A sports entertainment and management professor at the University of South Carolina says online sports betting can in fact help the Palmetto State's economy.
Is it going to be the golden goose that's going to lay gold eggs everywhere and the entire societal structure is going to be changed for the better? Probably not, but it should be a net positive.
In a statement, a spokesperson says Governor Henry McMaster, quote, has long opposed sports betting and still does today. It is simply inconsistent with South Carolina's values. North Carolina allows sports betting, but Georgia does not. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will accept real Christmas trees for recycling as fish habitats again this season. Trees will be tied in bundles and then weighted with concrete anchors and then submerged in various locations. This creates shelter and food for bait fish, which then attracts crappie, bass, and sunfish species. Ultimately, the recycled trees then benefit the fish as well as the angler. Thurman Lake will accept real trees from now until January the 1st. Artificial trees are not allowed and will not be accepted. Now make sure that all your decorations, including tinsel, lights, ornaments, garlands, all of those are removed before you drop off your tree. Now, some of the other locations here in Georgia include the Amity Day Use Boat Ramp and the Keg Creek Boat Ramp. In South Carolina, you can drop off your real trees at the Below Dam Day Use Park, the Dorn Boat Ramp, and the Parksville Day Use Boat Ramp area. Well, coming up next, President-elect Donald Trump is asking Elon Musk to tackle federal spending once he takes office in January. A look at their plans next.